And then Saturday we just did like touristy things. We you know, we went for a walk and Mum, no, I'll explain this bit now and then I'll go back to Love Never Dies in a bit. I'd got tickets to see Love Never Dies on Saturday night. And obviously it was my first time seeing the new rejigged one with Ramin. I'd not seen the rejigged one at all. Wednesday or Thursday night, Ramin came in, I think it was Thursday night, came onto Twitter and said that he wouldn't be doing Saturday night's performance, he'd only be doing Saturday's matinee. Now, it would appear that I offended some people with the remarks I made after Ramin had said that. Now, I'm not going to apologise for what I might or might not have put on Twitter, because as outspoken and as mardy as I am, I don't set out to offend people. But if people read things the wrong way and think that they know the kind of person I am through what I've said, that's not my fault. When Ramin said he wasn't going to do Friday night, as anybody who'd got tickets to see their favourite singer or actor or performer or, you know, celebrity type thing, is anybody who'd got tickets to see them and then found out they weren't going to be there, you're disappointed, and you are, and I was absolutely gutted. I was so disappointed for a number of reasons. I mean, I was disappointed that I wasn't going to get to see Ramin. I was disappointed that more than anything, with it being my first time seeing the new Love Never Dies, I so badly wanted to see the new Love Never Dies with the original, with the only Phantom that I'd ever seen, that the thought of seeing the new Love Never Dies with a new Phantom, it kind of, it just put a dampener on it, because I wanted to be able to sit and enjoy the changes knowing the Phantom that I was seeing. Instead and the guy playing Phantom was a guy called Tam Matu. I've probably completely rogered up that pronunciation. And again, I've got nothing bad to say him. He's got a fantastic voice. And any other day, I would have been absolutely, you know, fine with seeing him. But because I wanted so badly to see the new one with Ramin, I was so intent on watching Tam and seeing how he portrayed the role that I missed half of the changes, and I still can't. I came out thinking I didn't not enjoy the show at all, because I'm always going to enjoy it, because I do think it's an incredibly clever show. And bits of the changes that I'd said that I would do were in there, and they've taken bits out that I wouldn't agree with, and they've changed things that I do agree with, and there's bits that have moved that make more sense. The one thing that I said I would do was move Till I Hear You Sing to the beginning, because it's such a kind of big sweeping song, and it sets out what the whole show is about, that it didn't quite make sense for me for it to be however many songs in, 6 songs in that it was. That's now been moved to the beginning, and it makes much more sense. There's a lot of new projections which work really well. The first thing that kind of struck me, and I don't know if this was intentional, and I'm sure it might not, half of this might not even be changed, it might just be stuff that I haven't noticed before, but in the first time Phantom appears now singing Till I Hear You Sing, I'm sure originally he was wearing a white shirt, possibly a tiny waistcoat, but he definitely got a white shirt on, I'm sure. This time he'd got like a casual black shirt and a black waistcoat on, and whether it was just from where I was sitting, but it wasn't until he kind of looked and I kind of squinted that you could tell that it was the Phantom that was singing. It wasn't at all obvious through his clothes. It didn't look like that, and I don't know if that was intentional or not, but he kind of started going, "The day starts," and obviously I knew it was the Phantom, but I think to other people who didn't know, it wasn't at all obvious that was that. What else has changed? One thing they've taken out, which I'm really disappointed they've taken out, because I thought it was probably one of the best bits, when he sings Till I Hear You Sing, I think it might be the reprise that they've taken out, the Phantom was kind of sticking, I don't know how to explain it, sticking out of the Statue of Liberty is the only way I can describe it. The Statue of Liberty kind of moves across the stage and he's kind of hanging out of it, kind of. They've taken that out, and I really don't think they should have. That to me was one of the most powerful images of it, but that's gone. What else? They haven't changed the end. If there was one thing I would have done, I would have changed who did the deed at the end, because it just, there's no lead up to the person who does the deed doing the deed, and I get what Andrew Lloyd Webber's getting at when there's no lead up, because it's meant to be a surprise, But it's such a surprise that I kind of sat there and thought, hang on a minute, why has she just done that? There's no kind of... They've put bits in between Christine and Meg that kind of, you get more of a hint. But I just wouldn't have that person doing what she does at the end, because I think there's more effective ways to end it. But that's just me playing my If I Ruled the World game again. They've taken bits out, they've put things in, as I say, and on the whole it still works, and it's still an absolutely brilliant show, and there's still some beautiful songs in it. And Tam, the guy playing Phantom, was absolutely fantastic. Just not a bad word to say against him. He's really talented, got a beautiful voice. I finally saw Sienna as Christine. I've seen Celia twice. Again, I love Celia. I've seen her in concert, but wanted to see Sierra, and Sierra is so stunning, and she's got such a gorgeous voice. I was really chuffed to see her. Liz Robertson's back as Madame Giry. I was kind of hoping she'd left, not because I don't like Liz, but because I don't like Madame Giry. I wish they'd kill her off instead, because I just don't like the character. She's a bit pointless. I think I've said before. Yeah, so I've put Love Never Dies, and I didn't mean to yet. Oh well. So I went to see Love Never Dies Saturday night.